What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is uodianonsen, aka OD, and today I'm joined by my lovely friends from school, Raissa, Chiamaka, or she goes by Amaka, and Temiloluwa, who goes by Temi. Let's go into work life. Working whilst in university, and all that. Did you guys? So first question, let me ask: did you guys work, and do you advise working? I know obviously everyone has different situations, so some people really don't have a choice. They have to work because they have bills to pay and so on and so forth. So yes, first question, did you guys work in your first year? And regardless of if you had to or if you did not have to, and you can, if you want, if you feel free, you can also mention if it was an option for you to work. And also, do you advise working? Or do you advise if you don't have to work, kind of just focus and sit down and face your studies? Personally, I didn't work throughout uni, like during school. I worked during the summer and so on. I worked during the summer, and that was the thing that helped me. Yeah, and student loans, I guess that. So I was fortunate, but I'm paying it back now. Minus 60 grand. Anywho, let's go with Raissa first.
Oh my God. Okay. For me, well, I had to work. Because as my dad paid my tuition that first time, he's like, Jesus, this money is a lot. So just prepare yourself, brace yourself. No, I had to work, but I did not work almost for more than half of my first year because I could not find a job. So not because I did not want to, but I did not get a job easily. It was towards the end of my first year that I got a job, so I had to work and go to school. Initially, it was hard because I had never done it before. But I had to do it because I had to pay my rent, I had to pay my own bills by myself and all that. It was very, very tough, but we thank God that I did it. And also trying to balance school and work at that time was very hard. I go to school, come back, go to work, and then by the time I'm coming back from work, my friend is like, somebody tells me, have you done your assignment? I had to start thinking of, oh my God, I've not done this assignment. Maybe I had to start begging somebody to help me. Sorry if I beg you for assignment, but it's normal. I just had to to find that work-life balance, which I eventually did, but it wasn't easy for me doing. But yeah, I had to work because it was hard for me.
Yeah. And Amaka, did you work in your first year? And also, was it like, did you have to? And also, would you advise
so my first semester, I know, because I started school I didn't start in the fall, I started in the winter semester. So that first semester, everything was taken care of. I was living on campus, like my parents had already taken over everything. So I was like, I'm good, I'm covered. But by summer, well, it wasn't like I necessarily needed to work at the time because the economy had not yet it had not yet hit the fan, I would like to say, in Nigeria. So I did not necessarily need to work because I was still living on campus and I was still under my parents' financial budget. But I just wanted to, so that I would just have, how I think I've always craved independence. So how you don't want to be like, I want to buy ice cream, mom give me money, I want to buy this, mom give me money. So I worked for that. So I wasn't even serious that summer. But by the next year, Buhari had entered complete power. So it was not a necessity to have actually that feeding money that was just small change now became a necessity for phone bills, for everything, because my mom was like, okay, now you're on for phone bills. Only school fees was kind of like my parents' obligation and concern. Then I moved off campus immediately. As I said, I want to move off, I just said, I'm ready to be independent. So now it's necessary that I work. Like Raissa said, it was really important that I found that work-life balance. Thankfully, I came out of campus and entered this workforce thingy very well. When I was going on my internship. So when I came back, it was not too hard to transition into school because I was already doing that before, but just at a lower scale. But yeah, finding a balance it's quite hard, especially if there's assignments and then like timelines and then just like now it's crazy. It's crazy. But there's the balance. There's definitely the balance that was found, which is good.
And tell me, how about you? Did you work and in your first year, first semester, and did you also have to? Was it compulsory for you? Like, did you have to work, or did you feel like you had to? And also, what was the last question there? Would you advise working if you're able to, or if you're not able to? If that makes sense.
Yeah. I think it's okay to work. Like Amaka pretty much said, I can relate with everything she said. When Barry came into power, it became a necessity to actually work to be able to pay for other things apart from tuition. So if you can balance work and life, like Raissa and Amaka said, and so the other thing I'll say is there's some semesters that you might not be able to work based on your course workload. So it's sort of a trade-off at that time. It's like, oh, should I work or not? But when you look at the bigger picture, not just the now, then you just be like, I'll just stay in school for this moment and just manage.
So I guess basically find a way to balance it if you're working, right? Okay, because like I said, there's no way for me to balance it for me. Like I can't do it. Like I will struggle, just plain and simple. I have a particular friend who would from work go to class, and from class go back to work, and just like that. That's how he was, because he had to work, right? And he was fine. He did well with his classes. He passed them. I couldn't do that. So find what works for you. If you feel like you need the extra money for whatever, or you feel like you really have to work, then by all means do that, but make sure that you find that balance. How do you find it with being an international student and working? Because I know you guys, there's special like hours that you can't exceed. Did you feel like there were like necessary paperwork that you guys had to do? Just things that some international students might not know, basically. Raissa, do you want to take that one? So
as international students, we're supposed to work we're allowed to work only for 20 hours a week. That is very small for someone like me. The hours is very small because I depend a lot on those hours to be able to pay for my rent and everything. But if you want to add those hours up, 20 hours is too small to make all of that money. So basically what I did was I got a job on campus, because when you work on campus you can work full-time, it doesn't matter. But when you work off campus, you have to make sure that you don't exceed those 20 hours. Maybe sometimes when they schedule you can be scheduled for like 22 hours. That's a little bit okay. Sometimes they even tell you, okay, that's fine. But don't make it a habit of always, okay, I need the money, I can work 30 hours, I'll just do it that way. No, immigration is watching you. They may not say anything at that time, but don't worry, when you're done school and you want to get a work permit, it can be a problem to you. So that's the thing about the restrictions that we as international students have. And a lot of people come and ask questions about, oh, can I pay tuition for while I'm a student and everything. See, the answer is it depends. Sometimes you'll never get the full 20 hours. Just to let you know, you get even like 15 hours and then you're like, okay, how am I going to pay my rent? You have not made rent, which is, let's say, about $600. You have not made it yet.
Yeah.
Exactly, talking of school fees, so that's the problem about us as having that restriction, and there's no paperwork, there's nothing you can do about it. They're even allowing you to work. You said you want to come and study, so just study, but they're giving you permission to work, so just use the hours they've given you wisely. But I would advise, get a job on campus if you want to work more than that, and there are so many of them, you can actually get it if you really want to. Yeah, that's it.
Just to add as well, there's the summer option. Like there's a summer avenue where you can work full time off campus, because that is not qualified as a semester per se, like an official semester. So if you're not like taking classes during summer, maybe like take summers off if you can. Like if you know that you really necessarily need to make money, it would be wise to take your summers off. I know it will add a couple more years. Honestly, it did add a lot of years to most of us graduating, but you can work full time, make at least 10,000, you know, like find a good job, good paying job. I know there's jobs on campus, there's jobs out of campus. Maybe find something that's not just minimum payments, which is like $11, but find something like higher. There's opportunities. Ask around, ask people. See, don't be shy when it comes to money and, you know, your status and all those things. Don't be shy. Anybody that look like they know what is going on, but be careful though, like trying to see what people are telling you. But yeah, summer is that avenue where you can make a bulk of money that you could potentially use for the other semester coverage. And
you can also get co-op. You can apply for co-op or internship, but before you do that, you have to apply for a work permit, a co-op work permit. So that's what's going to permit you to work like a full-time person and maybe, you know, not go to school.
So you're saying before,
so
for international students coming, they have to apply for that work permit before they can work at, like, plain and simple, or
no, only for
co-op. Okay.
Like there used to be the feature where you have a study permit and then you actually have to apply for a work permit to be to work. But now in your study permit you're allowed to, so it's embedded in your study permit.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I'll just add that to get extra money, also like have like side gigs, like if you know how to make hair, if you know how to design, or cut lawn, be more lawn. Yeah, so that would be for extra income.
So how did you manage like the newfound freedom getting to university? Because obviously you're out of home, nobody can tell you what to do. It's like, yes, it's my time, spread my wings and fly. So how did you guys manage that freedom? Did you guys find yourself still kind of behaving the same way you were at home, or did you guys, I guess, you know, I don't want to use the word experiment. That sounds, it makes it sound like people were doing drugs or something. But yeah, how did you guys find it? Let's go with Raissa first.
For the newfound freedom, it was not new to me. I already stayed in, you know, you guys I already mentioned previously, I was already in university, I knew already what was out there. So, but for me, the freedom here is my parents are not here at all. Like I was just by myself. I had to make my decisions alone because they could not understand. Sometimes you're explaining to them that I need this, I need to do that. They cannot get it unless you're here, unless you know that they can understand from the side of how Canadians think and stuff like that. So it was really just me having to take some harsh decisions by myself, which was quite hard. But I don't know how to even put it. But it was okay, Sha. It was good.
Okay.
I liked it.
And tell me, how about you?
Oh my goodness. My newfound, you wouldn't want to know.
You were flying.
Man, I feel like my mom came with me, so she already handed me over to some people before I even got a chance to get wings and fly. So there was that, but it was an increased level of independence. Although I already went to boarding school and I was used to my parents not really being everywhere with me, but now they were like miles away, like Raissa had said. So it was now a thing of where I don't want to deep this thing, but it was the things that I've been used to or that I've built will now be tested, you know, to see what kind of decisions I could make. So it was okay. I think I came out well. Okay. There's some things that I did that, you know, I should not have been doing, but
yeah, let's not say
I will not expose me on that in the internet.
This is bad.
Okay. How about you, Chiamaka?
Well, for me, like, to keep the long story short, for me, I think I lived in a very caged life. So when I got here, I came my mom as Temi, exactly like Temi. I came my mom, but there was nobody to hand me over to. Well, there was, but there wasn't. So I as Odi said, I explode. But I didn't do bad things. Not that kind of expression. Calm down. But I tried new things. I tried going out in the night. Like, for instance, like, not to do bad thing, but like I tried it. It was just staying out late, just doing things that I would normally not be able to if my parents were there because of like curfews and stuff. Like, even when I went to Nigeria, I was like, I want to go back to Canada, please. This place is the ghetto. I need my freedom. but I think after like looking around, I was just like, you know what? It's not pretty out there. I'll just stay at home. I like my house now. I'm a homebody.
And okay, so next question, kind of like moving with that. How did you guys?
Answer the question.
I didn't answer the question, didn't I?
Okay. No, you didn't answer. What did you do?
You know what? My first.
We're here for that.
My first semester, and I guess first year. What did I do? Now I cannot remember. There were lots of house. I found out there were lots of house parties, res house parties, even house parties like outside school, especially during the weekend, like Friday, Saturday. There will be like house parties. When I say house parties, you guys are in Canada, you know what I mean. They are not bad though. Before somebody was, I know my yes, yeah.
I agree with Temi. I agree with Temi. It depends on your circle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me define house party for them. House party is a party where the house is supposed to contain only.
Is house party not an
thousand? Wait, there's well, wait, not the app. So it's literally like somebody's house or like residence or room or apartment. But I'm not leaving you. I cannot leave you. But basically, we have like 50 to 100 people in one house that should not be there.
Yeah.
Like, there's no air.
Yeah.
That's what a house party is. Where there's no air, that's the house party.
There's no air, you guys.
Bro, sweat is all you feel.
Everywhere. But during that first, I know.
It was okay. Calm down.
But during that first semester, I did go to a lot of house parties with my friends. They were fun. They were very fun. I say fun, even like there were lots of drinks and so on and so forth. I don't drink. I've never drank. So before anyone comes for me and be like bad boy, bad child, no. There were parties I went to. There were clubs and so on. But you just realize at least the kind of person I am. It's like you go and see these things and you're like, you know what? This is really not for me. This is like the stress is just too much. And by the time you move on, go higher, different, second year, third year, you just realize first, there's no time to do all this. Like, you just need to face your books and study. But yeah, I'll say that was my experience with that. Okay, so next question. How did you guys find it making friends? How was it for you guys? Let me go first with this one. So I obviously had my high school here, so it should have been easier technically because I didn't have to move countries, right? Like I mentioned before, I had a friend who came from high school to Regina, so that was easy for me. That's one of the friends I made, and I also met Dumebi, who funny story, he was the first person I spoke to when I got to Regina. He showed me into my room, the dorms and everything. But it wasn't too hard for me to make friends. Like, I'm a very loud and attention-seeking person. Wow. So it wasn't too hard for me to make friends. But like, how was it for you guys, moving from home, coming here, like you don't really know anybody? Like, was it difficult? Did you guys find it easy? Let's go with Temi first.
It was hard though. It's hard to make friends. Like I'm also very reserved, you know. Like, I'm very quiet and I don't really talk. But I think one thing that helped me was having like those international students gatherings was where I'll see people, and so that was a good place for me to like meet people who were just coming as well. That's why I think I met Shay. Shout out to you, girl. But anyway, that's why I met Shay. And in class, I met Odie in class. Deborah, I think I met her in class. Anyways, I think I met people in class. Yeah, I think class. International student meetings. Church too. Church was where I met Tokwe, Ife, and Co. So yeah, and friends of friends of friends kind of thing. Yeah.
How about you, Raissa?
For me, how did I meet people? I met people, most of the people I know, I met them in class. Like all of these people here, I met them in class. It's class so that brought us together. But I met Amaka before, in class, Chem 140. Chem 140. Yeah, I remember. So, and I met Odi too. I knew Odi was in class, So you see, it tells you the kind of person I am. I'm a class person, you know. So all those gatherings, you'll not find me there like that. Except I was really looking for jobs, and at job sites, I met people there as well. Because my life was just work, school, house, work, school, and home. Even though sometimes I used to hang out, but I was not really friends with people like that. Yeah, so classes. Class,
okay. And how about you, Amaka? Class or what?
Well, everybody that I met was gonna be in class. I think in class because I'm Catholic, so I didn't used to meet people in I don't think I met a lot of people in church. I just talk to people. Like I'm like Temi. I look like I have energy.
I honestly have energy,
but I don't.
You actually have energy.
I don't like.
She has.
Well, that's I said I look like, but I actually do. But I don't like new people. Like when I first came here, I was like, I don't want any friends. The best person I met was Corey, and I met her at the airport, and I was really friends with her because I met her in Nigeria, and she was coming here coincidentally. We were reading the same thing. That's why.
Good for you.
But, yeah. But the rest people of school, it was class.
Did you guys, making friends, meeting new people, did you guys feel any pressure to fit in? When I say pressure to fit in, like, let's say you meet new people and, like I said, there were lots of parties during the weekend, house parties and so on and so forth. Did you feel like, oh my God, I need to go to this party so that this new friend I have is going to this party, so I need to go with them? Or this new friend I have is drinking, so I need to drink and smoke and etc. So I know lots of parents are watching this, so everybody wants to be like, we don't smoke, we don't drink, we are good children.
You just they go.
But how did you guys?
well, for me, it was for me the people that I met were not really party buddies. We didn't even start parties in second year for some reason. Like we didn't go to all those house parties in first year. First year, I said this is how we used to look at people that's a good party.
God help me.
But no, but it was not like judging, but it was judging. Technically, when you cut it back now, it was like, hey, don't you have school kind of thing? But in second year, we're like, let's go to where the party is happening, But then you look at, it wasn't a situation of you were doing it because everybody was doing it. You were doing it because, like for me, I was doing it because I wanted to do it. You get, I wanted to see what was there and see whether it's for me. And I said, it's not for me. And I left, but it wasn't a thing of pressure.
No. I had no pressure at all. Like anything I wanted to do, it's because I wanted to do it because I've already seen it. I've seen it before, so nothing really excited me except for the fear of okay, maybe meeting one or two people. Let me just make friends, get to know them. So. And a lot of them were way younger, so they've never seen what's out there. So leave them to see what they want to see. So I just accompanied them. Let us go now. I'll just be your friend. It's fine. There's no problem. So it was actually I did not feel any pressure to fit in anything at all. I just did what I wanted to do because I wanted to do it.
Okay. And lastly, Temi, same thing with you or same? All right. Okay. Cool. Okay. And last question that I have on here is, how did you guys deal with being away from home, I guess with also, being international, you can't just be like, oh, weekend or this long weekend, I'm going to fly to Nigeria and come back kind of thing, right? Because, or maybe you guys did, who knows? But how did you guys find it?
Some days I was so jealous of people that had family in Canada. They didn't, things would pay me, that they'll have to go, or they can go for holidays and come back. I also wanted to have that feeling of somebody was missing me, because I went back home and came back. Some days I'll cry too because I'm missing my family. But with time though, with video calls and trying to call every week or something, so it helped. But yeah, it's not easy, and I used to cry sometimes. But also when you also when you start to make friends here, you start to actually have your Canadian family and people that you can actually stay with during your holidays. So yeah.
Okay, how about you, Amaka?
Same with me. I think when I first came, I would cry the odd time. I would make video calls and whatever. But with time, it became very important to me that the friends that I made were, and I still have now, are became my second family. It became my family here, and I wanted to spend every time with them, and I wouldn't feel left out I cry a lot, Sha. I cry a lot. Let's not talk about it. Let's just move on.
How about you, Raissa?
For me, no, I did not cry. No, I did not cry, but I felt sad. I was homesick. I was very, very homesick, because a lot of people I met were Nigerians. I'm not Nigerian, by the way. You people don't think I'm Nigerian, but anyways, I'll accept it because of
Cameroonian.
Yes, so my Cameroonian people, come and watch this video.
You are not Nigerian, sorry.
Yeah, so to see a Cameroonian person was even a problem. So I felt like I wanted to find someone that could connect with on that level. Yes, Nigerians we had the same kind of way of thinking and stuff, but it was not really the same. So it was really hard making those first friends. But later on, when I got to know these Nigerian people, things were better, and it felt like home. Yeah, I felt like home, So later on, I was fine. I was fine regardless. So yeah.
All right. So, for me personally, I deliberately chose a university out of Calgary so that I would move out. So, yeah, that was my case. But I don't know, there was no crying for sure. There was definitely no crying. Okay, that's all the questions. Those are all the questions I have. And I guess let me wrap up this social life. Let me wrap up the social life aspect with, I mentioned making friends. So ways to make friends: class, clubs, school clubs, not this thing. No.
Some people make friends there.
But some people make friends in
clubs.
though.
If that's what you are,
if you're a party
person,
you make
you make friends there.
Yeah.
Societies. That first church.
What is societies, Odi?
No,
in high school now.
I don't know.
Engineering society.
Yeah, engineering societies. Come on now. This girl
I was confused. What is society?
She wants to make me look like that.
Engineering society.
Engineering societies.
Yeah, nursing student society.
Yeah, exactly. And what's the thing? The first that gathering, the very first few days of school. What's it called? It skips my mind.
Welcome week.
Welcome
I don't think you attended though.
I did.
No, I don't.
I did.
Because you the way you're forgetting.
I did. I actually did. I just forgot the name. Okay, so very quickly, in 30 seconds to wrap this up, what would you say to yourself if you could? Yourself going to university for the first time as a first-year student, what advice would you give yourself? 30 seconds. Include the academic aspect, the work life, and the social life that we talked about, if you can. Okay,
so academics, please focus on your academics, Amaka. This is my letter to you. Focus on your academics. Don't get depressed in third year. I promise you're gonna pull through, because if you get depressed, then you're gonna not get a good grade at the end. But it's too late now. Then make friends, but be very selective. Keep the same energy basically that you kept for this one.
And tell me, how about you?
Academic life. Your first year is the year to get like good GPA. It gets harder as you go up the ladder.
Thank you.
Oh,
That's the point. Spot on.
That's on point.
it gets harder as you go up the ladder. You guys, come on. That's a word. Okay.
Because I've gotten
Temi
As for
2021.
As for work though, I would say that get work experience while you can, especially in your field. Like when you start out, you might do like, menial jobs and stuff. But as you go up, some might expand your job search to jobs that are linked to your current course or your current program that you're studying. And even if it looks like you are not qualified, just try at least. That's that. And then 3 for social life. You have only one life to live, So I think that no, but I would primarily say that know who you are and let that shine through all the activities that you do and go through. I don't know, just be you. No pressure. Do you?
So for me, first year advising myself academic wise, study. I guess I studied, but continue to study, don't give up. Ask questions. That's remove the studying part, because I did study. Ask questions. Go to profs. Ask profs questions. I know you did not like and you don't like to ask questions in class, so go talk to the prof, ask questions during the office hours. With work life, you can't work during school. You cannot do it. Just continue to study, face your studies, but maybe try do something that's not too hectic, I guess. Maybe if it's just in the weekends. And for social life, make friends, make good friends, make godly friends. And like Temi said, you only have one life. I know, I have to put that one inside though. I have to put make godly.
His father will watch the video. His father is here.
But make sure that you only have one life to live. So I beg, don't be scared. Please, make friends, enjoy yourself, enjoy life, love God. Yes. Any last words from everybody?
Thank you so much, Udi, for having us on your channel.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Hope you guys watching, hope you guys like this, hope you learned a lot. And also, my friends, check out their YouTube channels, and I will have everything on the screen and also in the description. Be sure to go check them out. And thank you guys so much for coming here. I truly appreciate it. And you guys watching, make sure you comment, ask any questions that you're not sure of, and we will try to answer them. Thank you so much, and until next time.